Welcome to the ministry. My name is Ali. I'm here to bring through a positive reading for you this week. So we'll see what comes through. Thank you for liking, subscribing, engaging with my work, and sharing my socials. I really appreciate the support. Hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel serves as an energy transference. Everything is energy. So when I'm tapping into the quantum energies, when I'm bringing through readings, any type of energy transference does help to pick up on your energy and bring through more specific messages for you. But also, it just helps to give energy back. I always, when I'm watching other readings or I've enjoyed someone's content, I always immediately hit the like button and just give engagement and share where that's relevant or helpful for others. It keeps energy moving around. And as creators and people that pour our time and energy into this type of work, we really do appreciate it, and it helps with the algorithm as well. So please do that for me. I would love that. Let's get into the reading to come through. Collective energy, new moon in the reverse, promise in the reverse. So this is an energy of something being held up. Crystals, focus, green man synergy. There's a realignment of energy here. There's an earth connection I'm picking up on. Someone might be grounding, I just heard, needing to ground. This feels like under the deck. Here we go. Dawn, new beginnings. It's like a sacred pause. There's a clearing taking place at the moment for a large chunk of the collective. This is I'm getting that contracts are ending, so soul contracts. So whatever path you've been on or whatever lessons you've been through, big, long, painful ones, and I'm getting 7, 8 years. There's a 7, 8 year cycle that's closing out now. This is where something that you thought was coming in, thought was coming in, thought was coming in, but it's been held up. It's coming in. It's just a realignment of energy and getting all of the alignments of energy in the right place. The energetic grid, we're a part of a collective consciousness. We are a part of something far greater than ourselves and our immediate engagements and interactions with people, relationships. We are a part of something much greater. The earth is made up of an energetic grid, and we are connected to that. We're a part of the collective consciousness. And so we have soul groups within that collective consciousness, and we have different soul contracts, soul mates, and that might be, romantic love interests, and we might have friends who are soulmates as well, or family members or people who come and go in our lives. We have these contracts, and it's a part of our soul growth and lessons. Some of us can kind of move through and make our choices and do all of that, but some of us have higher paths. Some of us have fated, destined contracts. I don't want to say it, twin flames, that journey is a part of that. Stay away from the twin flame industry, and for the love of God, don't watch those twin flame readings on TikTok. On TikTok, it's utter bullshit. That's not how twin flame that journey works. Anyway, so we're a part of all of that, and so when we close out a spiritual contract, or when we move through an energy realignment, particularly if we're in one of these fated alignments, it actually affects the greater grid. So we're working with the energy grid of the earth in synergy. There you go. In synergy with the earth, green man being earth, nature, right? So there needs to be synergy there, and lots of people are affected by this. Lots of other energies are involved. And so when there's a contract that was not taken, and for many of us, we've been through these initiations and gone into relationships or had fated connections that have come and gone but haven't moved forward because someone hasn't taken the contract, or we haven't learned the lesson, or for whatever reason, the opportunity was there and it didn't go the way that it could have gone on the higher path. There might be sabotage. That's been a big thing. I've experienced that. I've experienced outside energies, and you go through, you have these fated connections. If you're on particularly a twin flame journey, where you meet a divine counterpart, that connection has to be protected by both parties without allowing any outside energies in. And outside energies will always come and attempt to derail those connections, right? So this is what's happening, a big realignment of those energies. I've just shuffled and that has come up on the bottom of the deck again. So that's a double confirmation, dawn, new beginnings. So it's like what I'm seeing at the moment is I've just been given a vision of like a clearing of the deck. It's like realigning everything, closing out all the contracts, clearing the table, and like it's like these contracts are now being redealt, renegotiated, and that's what the holdup is. It's like the spirit world, it's for this to be realigned, it's not just about you or I or that particular relationship or that particular business or job or whatever the spiritual contract was or whatever the manifestation was or what you thought you were getting. Right? It's not just about that. It's about the greater grid and how everything else is impacted. It's about karma as well for anyone else who is involved, where others have taken from you or harmed you in any way. That has to balance out as well. So energy is never destroyed. It transmutes, it shifts, it moves. I just saw river movement before and I sort of that's what that is, river movement. So energy is always moving. It can't be created or destroyed. It changes from one form to another. So what else out of this deck? For this collective that I'm speaking to, who's sitting in a holding pattern, in a sacred pause, feeling like nothing has come into fruition, nothing has moved forward, ancestors, generations. So you're you're doing generational work, generational healing, generational curses, you're breaking bloodline curses. And that does affect the greater grid, right? This is about the shifting of humanity. This work is intense. That's why the path is so hard. And I don't even need to explain that. All right. Anyone who is on this path will know that really, really well. So, okay. For my generational curse breakers, what wants to come through? Whoever hasn't received, whoever hasn't received what they thought they were going to receive, it is now coming through in spirit. Okay. So this is the creation, the dreaming, the dream time. This is the divine. So this is the table that the divine are sitting at, handing out these contracts. Everything's being reshuffled. This is the space that happens in. It's like the Akashic records. If you've heard of the Akashic records, I like to speak in all of that terminology because a lot of it's really ungrounded bullshit. But it is about the Akashic records. It is about your soul contracts. It's about karmic balance, karmic justice, about what you didn't receive, about the lessons that you learned or what you completed or didn't complete. It's vibrational frequency. It's all of that realigning now, right? So there is an absolute transition. And it's interesting because I'm reading this coming through the winter solstice, coming into the winter solstice here on these lands down under. Summer solstice if you're in the northern hemisphere, but just really I'm feeling that here. I don't know about you if you're up that way, but for us coming through the winter solstice, have been feeling this kind of pause reset kind of energy, which you do get over the solstice, but it's something on another level. Yeah, it's a bit deeper than that. So that must be what it is. And another phase of evolution, I just heard, moving into the next phase. And so the last 6 months has been about really finding stability, even though nothing's been moving forward, nothing's been growing. It's still just like I've spoken about just enduring and just existing, but finding stability in that, in the mundane. Yeah. And clearing space, yeah, cave, sanctuary. So actually being kind of in hermit mode and clearing your energy, like nothing around you, nothing. There's purification in that, right? The cave keeps you safe because of that realignment within the grid, within all of the energies and all of the greater grid, the the great reset I'm hearing. There are other alignments that have to come into place and have to occur before some of us move forward. And so this is a really necessary part of the transition, release, autumnal equinox, release. So releasing the past, releasing past contracts, healing, clearing your energy. It takes time to really heal and clear, especially from intimate relationships. It takes time for us to clear our energy and move through that, whatever we need to move through, the grief, the anger. It takes time to move through that. And so that's what that process has been. It feels like for us here, having been through the autumn equinox, I know for me that was a really big release and a really big shift. So there might be something about that and just moving through now the solstice, uh, and really just the final kind of, rejig, reset of energy, resetting energy. So shall we get some tarot? This is the deck I want. Let's get some specific messages through. Who is this for, Spirit? I heard the name Matt just then. That might be, could be you, or could be someone you're dealing with. If you're a man watching, you could be a Matt. You could be a cross watcher, or it could be you. Or you could have been dealing with a Matt, or there might be a Matt coming into your life. Energy is fluid. So these readings are collective general energy. I pick up on quantum energy, on energetic threads for the collective patterns. So quantum energy, it doesn't know any time or distance. Some of it may resonate for you and some may not. If you feel it's for you, it's for you. You'll know. The stories might be different, slightly different, but the energy underneath will be the same. So it's the energetic threads, right, of what we're moving through, the themes of what we're moving through in relationships and life. And we're all connected. We are all connected in this. And different soul groups will move through different things at different times. So it's yours, it's yours. If it's not, it's not. Okay. Message for this collective. Who am I reading for, Spirit? Coming out of hermit. So that's in the reverse. Coming out of that now, coming out of the cave. It's almost fun to come out. Okay. A lot of inner work. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands was in my last reading. So if that's, if this resonates for you, go back and have a look at the previous reading, last week's reading. That was about the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands in the reverse, blocked. Four of Cups, disappointed. The Star in the reverse. Wands. Someone was getting in your way. You're about to come out of that though, or be released from that. Something or someone was holding you back. It's very similar to the last read, so definitely have a look at that. King of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Whoever was giving you page offers, whoever was giving you false starts or pretending to pour into you or just not coming through with anything, that's clearing out now. I feel you've been connected to someone. That name Matt's coming in again. It's like pushing on my energy, so that might be relevant. You were really disappointed by something. Something did not move forward or you didn't get what you wanted. You poured a lot into something. Who's this King of Pentacles? Tell me the King of Pentacles. Is this you or is this someone coming in? King of Pentacles. Show me, Spirit. Page of Wands in the reverse. I feel like there's someone coming into your energy, someone coming into your life that's going to bring stability and protection to you in a way that these page energies can't come in and dick around anymore. Like they can't, when you've got a King of Pentacles in your energy, now whether this is just you within you, King of Pentacles is stable, solid, secure, long-term building, like really grounded. It's a masculine energy. So it's either within you, an energy that you're in, or someone coming into your energy. Now, when that is in your energy, the King of Pentacles, like no one comes in and messes with your energy. So, like, because you're grounded, stable, secure, like, yeah. There's a Page of Wands in the reverse, like bouncing off, and a Page of Cups in the reverse. These pages, like, they're all in the reverse, and Three of Cups in the reverse. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow. So people who just didn't know how to work with you or didn't know how to work with others, whether this is a relationship that you've come out of and been healing from, or just an energy in general that you've been getting out of, like you've had with all of your relationships, friendships, or jobs, like whatever it is, that energy is shifting out. So whether it's a person coming into your life or an energy you're coming into for yourself, grounded, stable, secure. And that's why you had to go into the Hermit energy and find that stability, that security within you in that mundane, like boring, slow, like that's how you're getting into a King of Pentacles energy, when you can sit and put in the solid long-term groundwork, the slow, steady build. That's what you needed to learn. And no one can destabilize you when you're in that energy. Yeah. All right. What's another message coming through? Any other messages, Spirit? The Creator. Okay. So there was divine intervention here. So whatever was offered to you or you thought was going to come out of that previous situation, there's divine intervention. It's like a tower on that. Like that was just the divine put an end to that, because that was a road to nowhere. It started off as something, it was a contract, but it was going absolutely nowhere, and it had to be removed. So whatever went down for you, that was divine intervention to get you out of that. So whether you were removed, that person was removed, or the job, whatever it was, whether it was a relationship, a job, or yeah, I feel like it's a relationship. Yeah. Not good enough. The offer wasn't good enough. Like, you've been in grief about this, but they were just showing up as a page and they weren't willing to grow. You deserve better than that, and you're going to get better than that. Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands, everything's in reverse now. Yeah, okay. So that's it for that message. What else does this person need to know? Love bombing. That's what people do. They come in and they'll promise the world. All right. Or where there was a spiritual contract, where there's like a fated encounter or a fated meeting, people are tested. People get tested. So if people come into your world and they keep giving, like, they don't follow through on, what you want to build, what was agreed, what was the purpose of the relationship, what was, all happening at the start. You might have gotten visions, lots of synchronicities. Like, if that person doesn't move forward on that and they renege, like, they've got to deal with the karma for that, for not following through with the contract, because you've been left hanging. Four of Cups in the reverse. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Nine of Cups. Yeah, being removed. That's being removed from your energy and from your life. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Page of Swords in the reverse. Empress in the reverse. Karma. Karma. Nine of Pentacles. There's you, independent. You're in your own energy. You've had to build it yourself, do it all yourself. And now the transformation is here. Now here's the new beginning and taking action. In your own right, no one can take it from you. There was injustice, people coming in, dipping out, not serious, and conflict, bringing conflict to your life, disturbing your peace. Can't have that shit. Time to move on. Knight of Cups. So anyone coming into your world now, anyone coming into your life and making an offer, it needs to be from the heart. That's a noble offer. He's a genuine, you know, that's a genuine energy, right? When you have a look at the Knight of Swords, right? Have a look at the Knight of Swords. He's just in, out, sword raised. I'm just here. I'm impulsive and I rush in and then I rush out just as fast because I can't sustain anything. And it's all, oh, I have an impulsor and I'll just do whatever on my whim. The Knight of Swords is just all over the place and brings conflict too. Feel the difference in that energy, how grounded that is, but also how gentle it is. Yeah. Cups are emotion. And you want your cup filled. You were left with an empty cup. So here's someone coming to give you a cup. And honestly, if you've got people in your world that aren't offering a cup to you, but they're drinking from yours, they will just drain you and then they'll take what they can get and they'll leave. We only deal with people with open hearts. Yeah. King of Wands. And he dips in, dips out too. He's impulsive. Look how smug he is. This is all fire and no grounding. This is who you've been dealing with. The King of Wands, Knight of Swords. King of Wands, Knight of Swords. I'm smug. I'm going to do all the things. And then it's all talk and no action, but then comes in, gets what he wants, and then fucks off. Put you in the Hanged Man. Might have really messed with your head a little bit or your perspective. Like there might have been seeds planted, but just, like it's Queen of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Put you on the throne at the start and then put you out in the cold. At the start, you were on the throne and then just put you out in the cold. Made you think that this was what you were getting, right? The 10 of Cups. That's what was on offer. What did you get? I can't make it up. The Nine of Swords. That's what you got. You were promised the 10 of Cups and they gave you the Knight of Swords. And this is what you're getting, the 10 of Pentacles. And you built it on your fucking own. That'll be the end of that reading, my sister, whoever you are, because we've been on that path. Any final messages? This is for, there's a group of you, whoever this resonates with, let me know if it's you. The ministry is a living body of work. So I've actually just shifted things a little bit in the way that I'm running. I'm really focusing on building the online village. If this reading is for you, go to the online village, come and join me. I'll be holding circle every month online for women like you. And we're building community. We're building micro matriarchies that will prevent these kind of things from happening. Yeah. Aligned community, aligned people. So if that's you and that resonates, please support my work. Go and have a look at the link. The link's in the description box and in the pinned comments. If the online village is for you, jump in. I'll be holding circle real soon. I'll get the first date out shortly as the group starts to fill up. And also support the ministry. Share with your friends, get it out there. I've set up tiers of membership to support village building, to support the ministry, to support what we're trying to get off the ground. Go and have a look at that and share it. Share it with the men in your world. If you've got good, solid men in your world that, are looking for meaning and purpose, get them on board. Women at the center, building, men providing and protecting. Femininity is at the center. That's a matriarchy. Women and children at the center. Women's business. Five of Wands, conflict. Two of Wands, moving on. Nine of Wands, you're defending yourself against anyone who comes in with this shit. Five of Wands, conflict, arguing, debating, carrying on, pushing back, coming out of the Five of Pentacles. King of Swords, you're not taking shit from anyone. You are in the cold, hard truth, and you're heading into your North Node. That's putting the past behind you, healing and moving forward, finding balance and moving forward. Destiny, the star. That's your alignment. That's your true north. Putting in the work, new spiritual path, the Empress. There you are. You're back in your energy. Ace of Cups. Heart opening. There you go. That's it. Let's finish with there's another deck. Wait, right there. All right, I had to get that deck, Spirit said. So I have one card to close out for you. Wands. So the King of Wands was your match, right? But he couldn't balance out his energy. There was a lesson in that. Surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Surrender to your intuition. The deck. So that might have been part of the lesson. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. You cannot build anything while you are carrying dead weight on your back. Harsh message, but it is what it is. I love you so much. Take care.